Our guests this week might be small talk, but they're here for big chat. This dynamic duo is based in the garment district, but they go damn near interdimensional for their dead stock sourcing and custom textile milling. The Cut and Soulmates are legit stars in the small constellation keeping New York City's fashion hopes alive and well. With their spring collection hitting shelves now, here to chat men's fashion victims, actual menswear talent being constantly overlooked, and strangers taking shits in their studio. The co-founders of Small Talk Studio, Nick Williams and Phill Ayers. Nick and Phill, how the hell are you?
Very good. That was amazing.
Can you guys just keep the energy down a little bit? Yeah. This is whoa. This is a lot up top. I don't think we're ready.
I'm sorry, I was distracted. I was stuck on the line about someone taking a shit in our studio.
Well, we're gonna ask about that.
Yeah,
just because you have an open door policy in the studio, right?
No, quite.
It could be a little bit misleading, but we're trying to get to that point.
But people can just stop by.
People can and people do. But we have turned a few people away for showing up at kind of inopportune times.
Really?
I think also some people who are maybe not based here just think it's like a storefront.
Oh, sure.
So we've had people show up.
And has anyone ever just been there to take a shit in the middle of the day?
I mean, we do give out our bathroom key freely. You know.
Wow, what guys?
Oh, it's like
you have to buy something
hallway. Bathroom
for customers only.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, paying customers only.
Does Google Maps have the address or whatever as a retail spot, or?
I don't think we're on Google yet.
Okay, that's the first thing you guys should do, honestly.
Damn.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Definitely feels like a long time coming. Super psyched that we can make this happen. Real quick before we get into the interview that everyone, mainly me and James, have been waiting for. Let's do a quick fit check. Who wants to go first? Just run through everything, and then we'll swap.
Cool. You want to start?
You start.
All right.
Is this how it normally goes? Decision making process?
Yeah, it's a very communal decision making process.
We're very diplomatic.
a two person commune.
Is that not how it is between you two?
No, not really.
No, not typically.
All right, I'll start from the bottom as a longtime listener of the show.
Thank you so much. Respecting tradition.
I've got the Salomon. I always forget exactly what these are, but they're the broken arm.
The XALP.
Yes.
X-Alp.
X-Alp.
Yeah.
Zalp.
Yeah. I bought a pretty cooked vintage pair of these maybe 2.5 years ago, and was immediately wishing that these shoes still existed. And then 3 months later, Broken Arm came out with this amazing colorway.
What makes them so good?
My grandma has a pair of shoes that are maybe Keens or something that are this exact same color blocking. So when I saw them, I was like, I gotta have these. Also, I don't know if I've ever had a pair of sneakers that has held up better than these. It's been 3 years, 2.5 years of wearing these
daily.
Close to it, yeah.
Do you ever do any actual hiking in your hiking sneakers?
I've done some light hiking.
Okay.
I would say, I used to do a lot more hiking when I lived on the West Coast, and now here I rarely.
Yeah, that tends to happen.
Yeah. And
socks?
then socks, I think, are some Front General Store.
Okay.
And then
their basics are good.
Yeah, basics are great. Sumi dyed canvas double pleat pants from our spring summer 25.
Hell yeah.
These also used to be a lot darker brown. I've dry cleaned them maybe 6 or 7 times, and each time they get a little more of a fade, quicker than anything I've ever owned. Okay. But now I think they've reached their stasis point.
Final form.
Yeah, exactly. But there's a matching blazer. Blazer has not made it to the dry cleaners as much, so it's
so now they look like
mismatched. Yeah.
Nice.
And then on top, this is spring summer 26 linen mesh windbreaker, and I feel like we've wanted to do.
This is out now.
This is out
depending on when we release this. All right.
Yeah.
Damn.
I bought a camo kind of ghillie suit mesh jacket from Frank at Leisure Center maybe 3 years ago. And obviously any old military surplus mesh is going to be super poly, not very nice on the skin. So when we came across this linen mesh, I was like, we gotta run a mesh jacket in this. And it's a way, I feel like you get to the middle of the summer, and as a guy, there's nothing else you can wear other than a fucking t-shirt and shorts.
Sure. Dude, I was walking here today, and I was already T-shirt and jeans.
Literally.
So
yeah.
It's just going to be this for the next 3 months.
Yeah. So I'm testing this. I'm like, how hot can we actually get
Right.
and wear this?
It's gauzy, dude.
It's super
If
gauzy.
you don't have an undershirt underneath that, are we seeing nip?
If
little
you're
bit.
in the right light, like if you're backlit, maybe.
Okay. Depending on the hue,
Depends on the
hue of the
nips.
areola
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
and the
My nipples
protrusion.
would be visible.
We actually
through
we
this.
did shoot it that way.
Okay.
We got some shots on the beach.
Yeah.
on a guy or
on a guy, on
Oh.
a guy.
So you were
yeah.
casting based on like nipple size and just
Yeah. We
aesthetics.
had people send nipple shots in advance, and then it is super comfortable shirtless. I feel like this is sort of like midsummer on a city bike.
Yeah.
No shirt underneath.
Breeze just hitting the chest.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Golden hour over the Williamsburg Bridge.
That's
A
right.
few beers in you. Oh, can't wait.
Yeah.
All right. What about the thing hiding your nipples from the camera there?
Actually, we got
Oh.
Is that his lettuce? What,
another perforated layer under here.
what does that say?
This is Cecil Tulkins. She's like a London-based designer.
Mhm.
Makes amazing knitwear. A little out of my price range, but she does these like souvenir shirts that I think she maybe cuts each one by hand.
Oh, wow.
But I love anything that has. I mean, a lot of stuff we make for spring, summer has some sort of cutout or perforation. So
What
I
does it,
bought this.
what does it say?
It says the name of the designer.
Oh,
Cecil
okay.
Tulkins.
Got
Just wraps all the way around.
Nice.
And I bought this in white and black, and also wear this all the time.
And the chapeau?
Agnes B. Phil and I did a little shopping trip with
Mhm.
Amelia when we were in Paris, maybe 2 summers ago.
Well, you're
And-
already there for work.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. She didn't fly us out to Paris.
With the shop rat.
during Men's Market Week.
Hey, with that
She-
Substack money, I don't know what she can afford.
Right.
So maybe she
Right.
can maybe she can fly you out this summer. Who knows?
They treated her very well at the Agnes B store.
I'm
and
sure. She's royalty.
Yeah. I feel like we both got snap cardigans and tried. I mean, I can't speak for you, Phil. I never was able to make the snap cardigan work very well. So, but the hat I wear all the time.
Great fade on that, too.
Yeah.
You're faded today, Nick. Straight
I'm
up.
faded.
What about the hardware?
Hardware. We got, it's kind of a mix. Santangelo necklace and Shayna Cave.
These are jewelry designers?
jewelry designers, local jewelry designers.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Support your local jeweler.
Yeah, your local
That's right.
artisans.
And on the wrists?
This is a Gottlob bracelet. And then this is another Front General Store purchase.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Is it vintage or it's they're
Vintage, yeah.
Panties?
Calvin Klein.
Oh, the
Whole
belt.
collection. Oh, the belt is from a thrift store in Nashville.
Ooh, Smashville.
Yeah. And Calvin Klein panties, boxer briefs.
Hell yeah.
Phil?
All right, let's see. Shoes are an irrational element.
Sound heavy. Wait, let me see them.
Slip-on guys.
They sound beefy though, no?
They're sick. They look like boots, I feel like, when you're wearing them with pants, but some little low tops.
Clompers.
Yeah, great shoes. I have 2 different pairs of shoes from them, and I love them both. Socks are just some black dress socks, I believe. I feel like I have a lot of socks that I've taken from my dress socks that I've taken from my dad over the years.
Okay.
Probably like Joseph A. Bank
Okay, for sure.
socks.
Because you got like 100 by buying one pair.
Exactly,
Buy
exactly.
2, get 6 free.
Yeah.
But they're sick. They're slim and yeah.
Slim socks?
Yeah.
Like thin? You mean like, like
Yeah,
thin?
thin.
Okay.
Sorry, not and slim. I got slim legs.
Some socks are back.
And then these pants I got in Marfa a few months ago, and I bought them at some store. I don't remember the name of it.
Was it the Prada store?
Yeah.
It wasn't a Prada store, but did get the shot there.
Oh, of course. Mandatory.
Is it like Instagram versus reality where it's like you get the shot and then behind you there's like 80 white bitches that are all looking for the same
No,
photo for IG?
my girlfriend and I, we got there at a time when no one else was there.
Okay.
It was pretty sick. And it's like 30 minutes outside of Marfa, actually. I think it's not even in Marfa, technically.
And is there anything else around there or is it just
It's just
that
like
installation?
fields. Yeah.
So it's just like go there,
it's
get
like
the pick.
Yeah, it's just desert, and then you keep driving. And
Any vandalism?
Little bit, not much though. You honestly would have expected more, but there's like one of those there's like a fence behind it that blocks off a big pasture, and it's got like all the like locks on it. You know, people do that.
I've seen neighbors,
but it's.
Wait, so what? Sorry, where'd you get these pants from?
I don't know, some store, but it's called Le Bon Shop. I don't fucking know. I honestly think they're women's pants, but I love them, and I got home and I immediately ordered another pair in like royal blue.
Wow.
And I wear I don't know. I honestly wear the same pants. Like I have like 3 pairs of the same jean in different style, in different like washes. And then I have 2 pairs of these pants. And I just like, I kind of
like very clothing designer of you.
Yeah. I like to keep it simple,
the man knows what he likes.
Straightforward. And I love them.
The hoodie
is new sample fall 26.
Ooh,
fall 26.
Forthcoming. Yeah.
Okay. A little teaser.
Yeah.
You're wear testing fall gear on an 80-degree day.
You gotta.
I guess
but yeah, we spent a lot of time dialing in these zip hoodie patterns, and we ran this in 2 colors for fall, or we'll be running it in 2 colors. And I think this is one of my favorite pieces that we've made to date.
What makes it special besides like the graphic across the belly?
Yeah, I think just the fit of it is really perfect. The weight of it. And then, just had a lot of fun designing these kind of unique patches that we then had woven. And it's
super
just
sick.
A fun little embellishment on
How much
them.
do you guys wear test your own shit?
A lot.
Literally, do not walk out of the house without a piece of small talk on.
But not just like current season, like upcoming, like.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of the silhouettes carry through all the seasons.
Sure, yeah.
And so I feel like we are constantly wear testing. Sometimes we're wear testing when it's a little too late to be making changes, but
still informs
right for sure
the next collection.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Okay. I hope this feels good.
Yeah,
exactly.
Small Talk Studio. Never leave home without it, baby.
That's right.
Yeah.
You guys must be incontinent because you're covered in your own shit.
I was gonna say about this hoodie though, like we introduced suiting for the first time a couple seasons ago, and truly the hoodie took more rounds of sampling and pattern making than the suit.
How many rounds?
I mean, if you count the first time that we ran a hoodie like two or 3 seasons ago, probably like 6 rounds.
Wow.
Which is unheard of for us. But
I think it's unheard of for anyone. 7 rounds of sampling for a hoodie.
There's so many hoodies out there. You gotta get it right. And you know,
that's a fact.
True. But also, no wonder you guys are broke.
All right.
Who told you that?
Talk to your accountant. But now it's perfect.
We're locked.
We love it. We
Dialed.
love it. We love it. And we're excited to share these with everyone.
Starting in a year and a half.
These particular
6 months.
ones, but we will be selling not this particular design with these patches, but we will be selling blank zip hoodies very soon.
Imminently.
Yeah,
what about the t-shirt underneath?
T-shirt underneath is a current season spring 26 just graphic tee, which I'm sure we'll talk about more, but just had a lot of fun doing all the graphics for all these tees, and the fit, the feel, it's great. And honestly, I feel like I wear a Small Talk t-shirt like 5 days out of the week at least. So
the fabric of your life, man.
And
it is. Yeah.
The panties?
Also Calvin Klein.
You guys
boxer
share.
briefs. We do share. Yeah. We have just a
share. We're angling for a sponsorship. So
exactly.
You never know.
Or a billboard, Jeremy Allen White style.
Yeah, both you guys just straight up naked.
Or a collab.
Kissing.
Yeah.
There we go.
What about the shades? Also, do we miss your sunglasses, Nick?
I am fresh out of sunglasses right now.
Okay. In case anyone's listening.
These are Subsun glasses. I have a couple pairs of these, and I wear them all the time.
Very
Indoors,
nice.
outdoors, daytime, nighttime.
Phil's got sensitive eyes.
I do. I have very sensitive eyes.
They're beautiful and
I have terrible eyesight. I wear contacts.
Are those okay?
They're not prescription. No, I'm wearing
Dailies?
Dailies. No. Bi-weekly is. Bi-weekly is.
Bro, you got to get on the dailies train.
know,
It's terrible for the environment, but
it is
so good for your.
I don't know. I'm not on enough. I make bi-weeklies last like 3 weeks. So I
make it
stretch.
stretch.
Economical.
That's why your eyes are so bad.
I think it is.
That's why they're so sensitive.
Yeah, but shout out to Subsun. They
right,
make,
shout out to Subsun.
really good shades.
You guys are sipping on some Orions and Topo Chico twist of lime.
Yes.
That's right. Disparage Topo Chico just yet. Well, for me, it's twist of bass. All right, let's get. Speaking of small talk, it's time to start the podcast. Speaking of small talk, what is at any menswear event? What is the most dreaded conversation topic that always fucking comes up over and over and over?
I mean, I think we get a lot of. This is not a dreaded conversation topic, but it's one where I feel like sometimes I feel a little bit of imposter syndrome. Is like. There is the online projection of our brand, and then there's the daily work of it. And I feel like we get a lot of like, you guys are fucking killing it right now, which we love to hear. But I think sometimes you hear that in heavy doses at those type of events, and it's kind of a hard thing to respond to.
The glazing.
Yeah.
Well, what else are they supposed to say? Like, you guys are really struggling, but like just head above water, breaking even counts is, making
Honestly, that would be kind of nice to hear, like some words of encouragement.
What do you say
keep
when
going.
people are like just gassing you up? Just like, yo, you guys are oh man, like Patrick Schwarzenegger wore the throwing fit small talk hat. Oh, you're killing it.
Shout out to that shopper, that personal shopper at Mr. Porter.
Yeah.
That made that happen.
I feel like maybe the reason I don't like that like prompt is that my reflexive response is always like, my bank account is not killing it right now.
Yeah.
Which is
it's
too
not
much
what
information.
It seems. And then it is it becomes oversharing and
Right.
Yeah.
And you guys just killed the vibe immediately.
Exactly.
Trauma dump.
Exactly. And then they just slowly back away.
Man, fucking Phil's holding back on the graphic. He's late with the graphic pack.
Phil, would you agree with that sentiment, or is there another thing that you're like, God
we
damn
definitely.
it?
I mean, we talk about that a lot, and I would say that's pretty accurate. Also, just like talking about, I don't know, trying to like dissect your outfit at a party or something. I'm like, bro, I don't want to.
That's pretty
talk about.
Bro,
this
I'm not working right now, bro. I'm trying to hit the open bar.
That's it. I think just at like certain
Don't fit check me at the function.
Yeah, certain gatherings. I think it's just you don't really want to talk about work.
That's such a reflexive thing at like a menswear event, and you're like, can we just like be people and hang out, even if like we are all wearing cool clothes? Can we just like leave it at that?
Yeah.
Do people ever ask to try your shit on?
Yeah, let me get a size
I literally saw that happen with shoes the other day.
Oh yeah, disgusting.
And the dude that tried it on put his bare foot in my homie's loafer.
That's wild.
And then passed it back. And again, my friend was like, still warm.
But the homie was okay with it. It was consensual.
No, well, he was kind of put in this position where he's like, well, I can't say no.
Right.
Or I like he felt compelled to do it. And then the guy took his own loafer off and was raw dogging them. So he's like, well, fuck now.
Also, you're just assuming that someone has socks on if they're going to ask that, and then suddenly the bare dog is out, and you've crossed the Rubicon.
I feel like
already.
in that instance, it's like the same policy as in a shoe store. If you're trying on shoes, it's like no
the
bare
tester.
feet. Yeah, you need to
carry around testers, folks.
carry around testers.
Test your loafers, folks.
Get some foot condoms.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, you guys, as you mentioned, you just dropped the spring collection, spring 26. What piece specifically are you most excited about?
I mean, I'm personally most excited about this mesh jacket.
Yeah.
I feel like like I said earlier, there's like spring can be a challenge. Sometimes it's like the first half of the season, easy, just like the shit you're excited to wear when it's not below freezing outside. But summers here are fucking brutal. And
True.
New York is definitely our biggest market, and we definitely design for the New York lifestyle. And I feel like it can be a challenge to think outside the box of like shorts and t-shirts. And this felt like the perfect thing for that. We once tried to design and make tanks a few summers ago.
I remember that. Yeah.
And
How'd that go?
they were good, but like we used really nice fabric, and they ended up like, once wholesale and everything was factored in, they were like $300 tanks, which nobody needs or wants.
Not usually, no.
They ended up being really good gifts.
Oh, shit. There you go. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Or make it work.
Repurpose them to scarves.
Yeah,
Exactly.
What do you?
Shiesties.
Is there an item that you're nervous about? Maybe it's new to the brand, or you're just not sure how consumers are going to react to it.
Besides $500 tank tops.
Yeah, well, we luckily don't have those this season. I'm trying to think.
I'm not.
There's not too much that's really new to the brand this coming season, except this is a new style that Nick's wearing.
I feel like this is the collection that I feel like a lot has coalesced for us, and we've had enough time now to really like know what people want from us. So honestly, I think this is the one that we feel the best about.
How long
Most
has-
excited to release.
How long has Small Talk like been around in earnest since you guys like truly linked up and turned into a real thing? Because I know it started as a side project.
Yeah, this will be our 5th year working
Ooh,
together.
that's an anniversary, guys.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
And then like 3 years doing ready to wear wholesale.
With knowing how dialed like the audience is with you guys and vice versa, that two-way street, like how often are you designing things that you like definitely know that they want right now versus maybe like trying to push the envelope a little bit and being like, let's introduce that crazy tank or maybe it's a piece of outerwear, like a big ticket thing. Do you negotiate that in your own mind or is it just like whatever feels right?
I mean, we have a pretty good like back and forth. I think we keep each other in check when it comes to that sort of thing.
Definitely. I also think like whenever we're shooting things and like styling, whether we're working with stylists or styling shoots ourselves, you sort of notice what's missing or like what could like tie this look together more and make it more interesting. And we're like, that I feel like usually helps bring to light just like what we need to sort of what's missing from collections and what would help like round it out.
Fill
and
the
stuff.
gaps.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what helped this look out? A suit.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that the last time you like actually? Is that the last like category you expanded into?
Probably like big category. I mean, we've like, yeah, I would say because like we're introducing some new outerwear next season, but we've dabbled in outerwear in the past, but I feel like truly like proper outerwear in earnest is sort of coming up.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Sick.
What are the best sellers for the brand?
I mean, I think
Hats.
Oh, sure. Bangers.
Hats are
hats are
good.
the
Yeah.
easiest.
Hats are great, dude.
But
honestly,
hats are also really hard.
Yeah.
yeah, they
Because
are.
it's kind of like the hoodie. It's like there's so many fucking hats. How do you make a
Yeah.
hat that stands out but isn't like standing out?
Yeah. Or
Right.
The right amount of branding, the right shape. You guys have it pretty nailed, I think.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I mean, the funny thing is I feel like it's become, and we'll see how this expands in this upcoming season, but it's kind of become like hats and suiting in a way. Like,
The JFK Jr. effect.
Yeah.
So,
Backwards hats.
yeah.
The suiting's doing well?
Yeah, the suiting's doing well. And I think we're surprised by like how quick, like the suiting is definitely the most expensive thing we're selling.
Right.
And people come in, try it on and like just cop immediately. I think
fire.
that's like part of the reason we're trying to open up the studio to more shopping appointments, because there are certain things obviously that you really got to try on in person, but suiting's been doing really well.
yeah, suiting also requires like more engagement, I feel like, with the customers. So like if someone's buying a shirt or a pair of pants or something, there's not a whole lot of interaction with the customer.
sure.
It's just like a transaction that happens. But like with the suiting, oftentimes someone's hitting us up online. They want to come in and try it on. And then once they've made the trip, there's sort of that
They're committed, dude.
anticipation. Yeah, they're committed. And
Shit, I'm in the garment
Yeah.
district. I gotta walk
Exactly.
out with a
I
garment.
better
I already
walk out
swiped my Metro card. Might as
What-
well just fucking do the plastic too.
Where did you guys try to like fill with suiting? It's like with anything, any small brand, it's like, how do you kind of differentiate yourself from like the rest of the entire menswear landscape? Like what were you guys targeting? Was it like textile, fit, price? I don't know. Like what did you focus on to make sure that, when Small Talk launched suiting, it was going to be the success that it seemingly is?
I mean, I think like textile is definitely a big part of it. Like we knew once we had the suit silhouette and style that we wanted to make, like we wanted the opportunity to be able to like kind of freak it on the textile side. And honestly, I think like that hole in the market of like, you got to spend some money on a suit and you have an occasion coming up and you want to look good and you want to not look too stiff. You also don't want to look like you're trying too hard with something like crazy. And I feel like we've come up with a silhouette that feels like relaxed, leisurely, but is very easily dressed up and made sharp. And it fits everyone pretty well.
Nice.
What's the pricing on this bad boy?
Kind of depends season by season, but like it's right in the like $1,100 to $1,200 range for the full set.
And they're
like,
sold separately as like the jacket.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That feels like a, because you talked about this with Carter Young, where it's like that is like a fucking, you know, the sub 1K suit is like Indochino Suit Supply, and then you go past that and you're talking like $2,000, $3,000. That's sub like the between 1 and 1,000, 1,500 is like a nice little sweet spot for like not entry level, but I don't know, like a definitely big boy suit, but not like a serious
Right.
purchase.
Yeah. Not like a banker joint.
Exactly.
What okay, so what sells the worst? What
those
sucks?
tanks. Those tanks fucking tank.
Those
they
tanks
haunt
haunt you, dude. Yeah.
I still wear them, but I think it was a tough sell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
I think it really like varies season to season, but I think like we're always trying to find that balance of kind of the freakier, louder stuff and then the quieter pieces. And I feel like early on we were making a lot more like highly graphic and just louder stuff. And I feel like there are some, you know, now with wholesale and stuff, there are some stores that are sort of looking for that. And that's like what they're buying into. And then others are, you know, responding more to the quieter pieces. And then we are sort of like trying to split the difference with what we stock on our website in our studio. And I think just sometimes some of the more graphic stuff that like we're hyped on, or, you know, it looks really cool, like in a photo. I feel like that doesn't necessarily translate to like what people actually want to buy and wear. And
Is there fatigue around graphic stuff? Like generally, do you think?
That is what the discourse will have us believe.
Okay.
I think like our customer base seems to say otherwise. And I do feel like we've landed on like a pretty good sweet spot where we try to do a range of graphics and get a little more experimental with like the jersey side of our collection, where it's not a whole lot of like really loud in a traditional sense graphics. But like, yeah, I mean, I think there is definitely widespread graphic fatigue.
I mean, our jersey graphics do well. And like, as far as our t-shirts go, like we do a range of like hand-drawn graphics that are printed, but start out as just like a drawing on a swatch of fabric. That, and then we also have like screen printed graphics and stuff. And I feel like the hand-drawn graphic stuff does do really well, but it's more like we do a lot of like printed denims and stuff. And that stuff looks really sick. But then I feel like that, at least in like our D2C market and like with our customers, it just doesn't, it's not the stuff that's selling as well.
On the note of graphics, be real. Did you guys stop doing the personalized pants because Bodie absolutely cooked the game with the senior cords? I had to know. As a Bodie hater, I had to know.
I don't think they cooked it. We maybe cooked it.
No chance. Once you made James the custom pants, it was over.
Exactly.
Once I wore them on the cover of Thursday Styles.
They weren't the times, bro.
Yeah, my nipples were out.
I know. I was going to say that's
you were
the thing I
looking
remember about that
jacked
picture.
in that photo.
Yeah.
Swole as hell, dude.
Well, it's the mesh hides everything. It's like a male
something
contour.
it did something to your abs.
No, it looked like Drizzy abs, dude. Like the fucking.
Yeah. Actually, I know the photo editor at the time, so they did me a solid and just drew them on.
Were there people like looping you and Bodie kind of together as that? Because that was a thing that the people were like, either the customers were really into, or like it was not a trend, but I remember like reading a lot about Bodie bringing back that style. Did did you like it? I mean, I don't know.
Lawrence is looking for validation of his Bodie.
I don't want you guys to talk shit. I mean, if you want to talk shit, but I'm just wondering how you guys like, did you were you guys on parallel paths with them, or did you not even consider?
It was, I would definitely say it was a parallel play situation with Bodie. It was like true, like we were sharing a studio maybe in like 2019 before the pandemic, and
Before we even worked together.
And I remember
were you doing?
Just drawing, hanging out.
Doodling.
Yeah, I was just doodling. No, yeah, I just was doing my own illustration stuff. And
but I remember like the first couple pairs, I mean, I was doing these like all over embroidered garments, and it was super labor intensive because you had to draw everything out first before you embroidered it. And at a certain point I was like, oh, I'm drawing this shit on here. I should just stop there. And that's how that was kind of born for us. And I started seeing the Bodhi shit and was like, this is an incredible, like, it was something to kind of aspire to a little bit.
And also it set the price.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whoa,
absolutely.
people are
The market was locked.
that for this.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, I mean, for us, I think it's more just like general fatigue, like internally. Like,
Oh, right. You got the work.
I mean,
But
Yeah.
I agree that there is like the world is maybe, moved on from graphic tee saturation, but I think a lot of that is because 99.9% of the graphic tees out there suck dick. And you guys are like the 0.1%.
Tasteful.
Maybe where it's like graphics that are actually fun and interesting and like look good. And I'm wondering if, as you balance the freaky and the quiet, if you're also seeing a move towards the freaky because the world is slowly but surely moving on from like quiet luxury. Are you seeing that at all? Like in what stores are buying from you or what's moving on your D2C?
Yeah, I mean, like Phill was saying, like sometimes it's hard to tell because our stockists like are split between, heavy concentration here in New York, and then it's like Japan, various Dover Street locations that kind of rotate every season. And so we have these like stockists that are coming back for the super graphic stuff every season.
Yeah.
And then some of the stores in New York will just, they sell a pretty big range. So we're still kind of figuring that out. But I mean, we put ourselves through the graphics gauntlet all the time because in addition to like doing our own, ready to wear stuff, we're also often designing, merch for musicians or restaurants and we really like doing that kind of stuff because it's getting to step out of our own sort of aesthetic world and do it for someone else.
Feels refreshing to take a break from small talk.
A little bit, yeah.
Sometimes.
Wait, what's moving in Japan? Because maybe that will inform us what's about to pop here.
I mean, that at least, I don't know what's moving, but what the stores are buying is tends to be some of the more graphic and playful stuff. So
All right, graphics back. You heard it here
There you
first,
go.
folks.
Graphics back.
Yeah, mark it down.
I feel like they like us.
more-
They like us for like the playful aesthetic.
Yeah.
And
Having fun with the gear.
totally. Yeah.
Versus like the fucking severe Germanness of the quiet luxury.
Big time.
There you go. Is there a category of products you guys haven't tapped yet that is enticing you? Like maybe, I don't know. I know you love these sneakers, but what's a small talk shoe looking like?
Yeah. I think footwear for sure.
Yeah. Honestly, it's been fun. I mean, we used to be in the same Paris showroom as Carter Young, and it's cool to see he's done some really cool footwear collabs that are like really like I like the template of like, UK heritage footwear brand partnering with like small designer. And I feel like there's a lot of different stuff we've talked about with footwear, but that's definitely not so much like designing something in-house, but partnering with like big operation somewhere.
Would it be a sneaker? Would it be a shoe? Would it be a boot?
That's the great debate. I feel like
Between you guys, like internally, you couldn't decide, you don't think, tomorrow?
It's tough because like going back to the like graphics thing, it's like we did sort of start a project many years ago with ProKeds that was it came together in a pretty cool way. It ultimately didn't like go to market, but there's a lot of pressure at that time to just like apply our graphic treatment to a shoe, and that's like a tough ask, I think, just because it's not. I think there's certain people that can pull that off, but there's a lot more people who would maybe do a disservice to like a very graphic shoe. Yeah. And I don't think that's so much what we're interested in. I think now that we've had all these seasons of ready to wear and there are like signature sort of styles that, are associated with us, I feel like there's a lot more we could do with footwear, whether it was a sneaker or a shoe.
Fingers crossed.
I think, we're just always considering what would style well with the collections. And Yeah. But I think like internally, I think footwear would be a lot to take on fully ourselves.
Sure.
And so that we would, there have been some conversations and stuff, and that's something I think we aspire to and is a goal of ours. But like internally, I think just like expanding accessories, we've been playing around with it more recently and trying to step outside of just the clothing realm and offer a wider range of accessories to go along with the collections.
More hats.
More hats.
always be
Hats,
more
bags,
hats.
shoes,
Yeah, we always need more
lifestyle.
Yeah.
Is the success of the hats like what funds you guys to take creative risks?
It's a combination of the hats are just like a daily driver that, like drive web sales and stuff. And then, I mean,
What
a lot
hats
of
you got for sale right now.
A lot of them are sold
No,
out.
right
Last
now-
time I
Yeah,
checked,
we're-
bro.
damn, nothing.
Fucking
Damn.
cash, dude. You're welcome, bro.
We got a fresh batch of new hat designs coming in real soon. So
Oh,
we're pretty much sold out
for
right
summer.
now.
Dude, these are fucking, dude, your hats are so fucking good.
Wait, these have ear flaps? Sick.
oh yeah, we
Yeah,
just
the
need
wi-
some
yeah,
ear
we have
flap
some of those
hats.
winter caps.
Oh,
Left.
these are available.
Yeah.
Shit. I'm gonna
Those
Put that on ice for fucking
right
next
now.
winter, dude.
Yeah.
He's Jamie copping on bond, bro. This guy's a psycho.
I might.
It's really good.
'Cause I love the shape of your hats.
Yeah, perfect shape.
Whether it's the trucker or the rodeo hats. Everything's fucking Gucci. Okay. Should have asked this at the very beginning. We should have asked at the very beginning. What are your roles with small talk? Like, what do you do? What do you do? Like, how do you fucking divvy it up?
The
That's
pimp
a
and the
good
poet.
question.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely evolved over time. Like when I was talking about the drawing fatigue, Phill has like heroically taken that on pretty single-handedly for the last like 2.5 years at least. And
We did have an employee that worked with us for about 1.5 years, maybe almost 2 years. Shout out to Alex Brown, who was helping us with the hand-drawn stuff. And he's an incredible artist and illustrator. But as that side of the business kind of slowed, he also is a recent father. So, yeah.
So, congrats on the kid. You're fired.
That's not...
That's how it goes, right? Yeah, typically.
Yeah,
Paternity
but,
leave. Take indefinite paternity leave.
As much as you need, dude.
no, it was, I mean, like a lot of stores, especially in Japan, were still like hitting us up every season
Yeah.
to make those. And we still occasionally, we're working on an order for Dover Street, Beijing right now. And
Tight.
Oh,
hoping
fire.
that that's maybe the last time for quite a while that we're drawing
sunsetting
directly on
that.
clothes.
Yeah, yeah.
we thought we were done with it. And then,
What if you
and
blow
then we
up in-
got into Dover Street Beijing.
Just when you
What
think
if-
they're out.
Yeah. What if small
They get pulled
talk
back in.
becomes big in China though? And they just
mean-
want the drawings.
Yeah.
That would be
Hand
fire. I
transplant.
hope we go
Yeah.
big
For
in
Phill.
China.
You guys have a Claude Pro account? Because you could just fucking
Yeah, AI that shit, dog.
I gotta say, I have
make me a turtle
truly-
surfing.
I don't even like. I've never even typed something into ChatGPT,
Same.
and
You
I
seem like a. You seem
I'm a
like an
ChatGPT
anti-AI guy.
virgin.
Yeah.
I'm not proud of it, but I just
You wanna-
I wouldn't even know where to start.
I think it's something to be proud of, to be honest. You know, you're saving a lot of trees, Nick.
yeah.
Do you want me
thank
to see if ChatGPT could whip up if I'm just like, hey, small talk studio
Yeah, style.
drawing?
Yeah, let's see what it looks like.
All right, here we
Let's
go.
kill some fucking
I'm gonna-
trees.
I'm gonna type it, but it's gonna take a minute, so like you guys can continue on.
I'm going to
Cool,
grab
cool.
a beer.
Oh, okay. All right, sick. This is perfect.
Me using ChatGPT's drive you to drink.
keep it running. Okay, so we've established that Phill is a doodler, right? He's taken on that the heavy share of that. So like, what are you doing, Nick?
That's how it started.
What the fuck are you doing, dude?
I'm kicking it. That's how
Not
it's-
using AI.
Yeah. That's how it started out. I mean, how it started out was like the two of us literally sitting at a table, like not much bigger than this, across from each other, drawing all day at the same time. And then I think when we started expanding into ready to wear, I was like trying to manage the design and production there. Phill was keeping our customs operation going. And now we have like over the seasons started to sort of like work closer and closer on the design and everything. And we're pretty much like all in, the two of us, like designing full collections. And then we split it up a little bit where like Phil's running the Instagram and like doing a lot of our like marketing and stuff like that. And I'm
E-com.
still, yeah.
All right,
This is bad.
got the image.
This is
really
this
fucking
looks like
bad.
throwing fits merch, dog. This is our first merch shirt.
What do we think?
No.
What do
Yeah.
we think?
Okay.
I think it misinterpreted like
Small Talk Studio.
Oh, they're having literally a small talk conversation.
The subhead is good conversations build everything.
Oh,
Can't
yo,
deny that.
trademark.
Yeah.
Trademark.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna say this is ass.
Try harder.
Do better.
So you guys are a true brain trust then. It's like I mean, obviously the decisions are going to be between you guys, but like in terms of like the workload, we really are having input on each other's stuff, I would imagine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the two of us, so there's collaboration every day. But
there it is.
I would say, yeah, Nick really takes the lead with the kind of collection, design, and development, and then overseeing production. I'm sort of doing more marketing, e-commerce, and then as far as like graphics and artwork, that's very much like a joint effort. And
These days, if you slide into our DMs, you will get a response from Phill, unless you are.
It's dangerous information for this audience. Yo, Phill, fuck you.
Have you guys ever had a fight?
We're overdue for a fight.
yeah, it would be good for us.
Yeah?
We're both really non-confrontational people, which is not a
Wow.
great way to be always, especially when running a business.
2 pushovers.
But
dude.
yeah, exactly. We lived together. We were roommates
What?
before we started working together.
Oh, okay. Not never both though.
No.
Okay, that'd be.
There was no
disaster.
overlap.
There was no overlap. When
Who was the messier roommate?
I would say we're both pretty clean in different ways. Phill is like compulsively tidy, and
Okay.
and that really paid off, keeping our house in order.
Security deposit champion.
I'm more like every once in a while I will like get the impulse to do a deep clean and just dive in, scrub
So
behind
you're manic.
sink and shit. Yeah.
He's stable.
Yeah.
Who took the gnarlier shits?
But was it one bathroom when you guys were living together? Or?
We did share a bathroom.
Ooh.
Yeah.
we still
Honestly, the
Yeah,
only real issue when we shared a bathroom was Phill was surfing like year round at that time, and he would always hang his wetsuits in the shower to dry in the winter, and that was a gnarly smell for a while.
Mold.
It's a very real New York. It's a New York problem. Like
You and Daiki Suzuki,
surfers in New
yeah.
York know. Like,
Why does
you're at-
why does my new Gucci lamp smell like the Rockaway low tide? Damn, bro.
But yeah, we lived together, and then when I moved out, we turned my old bedroom was sort of the original like shared small talk studio, and we worked out of that studio for like a year or so, and then yeah.
Wait, so
Slowly.
how did you walk us through the decision to like start the brand? Because you were just doodling together. You're roommates, and then you're doodling across from each other. And then when we were like, you know what?
We got something here.
Yeah. I would say, I mean, what happened was like that summer of 2020, like the spring and leading into the summer, there was like a very fortuitous string of press when this was very much just like a making shit for friends under the radar kind of thing. Started with like the first very like early iteration of Blackbird Spy Plane. Shout out Jonah and Aaron. And then Jacob Gallagher wrote a piece about like doodling in fashion for when he was at Wall Street Journal. And I think it was us and
ass pizza.
it was us and Bodie.
Well, there it is.
Damn, Austin Butts overlooked once again.
I know. And it like took off like everyone was at home and like actually reading a lot and spending a lot of money, and it took off. It very quickly surpassed my own capacity to do that. And Phill and I like had a good enough just like friendship, working relationship. We both like respected each other's like creative practice. And he had left Pilgrim Surf and Supply like a few months earlier. And we started the conversation that summer, and then like early 2021.
Yeah, like January of 2021.
Damn.
Yeah.
And the rest is history.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
how do you, being non-confrontational, how do you guys negotiate? Maybe one of you can step out the room and then the other can swap places. But how do you like, have the conversation with each other about an idea that maybe one of you feels really strongly about and loves, and the other one's like, I think this is a stinker.
It's a good question.
Yeah.
Do you just let you just acquiesce?
No, I don't think we acquiesce. I think we just very calmly and politely are like, I don't know about that. Like,
Yeah, I'm not so sure
I'm
about
not
the
so
luxury
sure about
tanks,
that. Or we'll be like, let's sleep on it and we can
Right,
revisit
oh.
that tomorrow.
Okay.
And then,
yeah. You all sleep on it.
I would say also like neither of us take ourselves all that seriously and like have a pretty good sense of humor about all this stuff. And over the years, we've built up like a, confrontation aside, we built up a pretty good like rapport when it comes to talking through ideas. I definitely have had the lion's share of bad ideas between the two of us. And
give us an example. What's your worst idea, Nick?
We were talking about this yesterday. I think one recurring idea of mine that I try to push every season is I really want to make long johns.
With doodles on them, or?
No, like we've done printed like waffle thermal fabric for.
I just saw that. That was fire.
Yeah,
the reverse camo.
I have this idea of like a full set where, especially like like jeans with big holes and you see the long johns through them,
right,
or like
some
long
Amiri
shorts
shit.
in the
That was such a 2015 hypebeast thing.
Yeah.
I know, but
some OG Fear of God type shit.
It has not left my brain.
You're a big long john wearer in the winter.
I do,
I don't really wear them unless I'm like in the North Country,
Right.
skiing or snowboarding.
Under the wetsuit for sure.
Do you agree that that's been his worst idea?
Yeah, I feel like Nick's been pushing a lot of like leisure kind of wear into collections. And sometimes I'm just like, this is cool, but like, I don't think it needs to exist from us. Yeah. Like there are great sweatpants out there that already exist. Like nobody needs a pair of small talk sweatpants. Maybe they do, but
a onesie with a butt flap from you guys? Sign me up.
Could
dude.
be sick.
That could be fun.
You're gonna see that shit at SantaCon though.
Yeah.
It's over.
It's a wrap.
Do you see whack people wearing small talk? Like SantaCon enthusiasts?
Never seen it at SantaCon, and we see a lot of SantaCon because our studio is kind of in like the epicenter of SantaCon.
North Pole.
Madness. Yeah.
You guys are in Murray Hill?
We're in Times Square.
We're in like Times Square. But no.
And then what's before we move on, what's the worst idea Phil's ever had?
Oh, yeah.
That he has maybe tried to push on you?
Let's hold this doodler to task.
I don't know. Phil doesn't have like.
I don't have ideas.
Yo, you can't have a bad idea if you've never had an idea. Yeah. Bars.
Phil is not trying to push an agenda in the way that I sometimes am. And I feel like he's got a little more of a stable creative mind, a little less restless creatively. And so I feel like when I'm like giving feedback to Phil, it's more like, let's do this graphic a little differently or, something like that.
Tweaking it.
Yeah, exactly.
So you start wide and then you kind of like hone it in on.
Yeah.
I feel like with like all the graphic work we do, we were talking about it. It's like, it's a very fine line between like something that's like cool and weird and is just kind of whack. And so there is a lot of like just coming up with something, like drawing it out and being like, is this cool? Like, I don't know. I've been like drawing this for the last 2 hours. Like, what do you think? And sometimes it's you're so in it that you need a second set of eyes to sort of check you. And I feel like we're really good at like being honest with each other and like, this is cool. Or like, I think you should
turn down the whackness by a couple percentages. Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, and to speak to the question you just asked, Lawrence, like, I think the stakes are very clear to us when it comes to that sort of thing, because we love seeing people in the city wearing our shit. And I think if you put out a graphic or a style that you regret and you start seeing it, like obviously like certain people can style things in ways that make you feel differently about the thing you made. And that does happen. But like, you don't want to like be reminded of that shitty thing you made.
Right.
Everything reminds me of my flop.
Yeah, exactly.
Throw gang, do you have a second to discuss your penis? Endurance athletes don't talk about this, but heavy training can quietly wreck sexual performance. Long cardio, high cortisol, poor sleeping, and under recovery all hit the same systems that control blood flow and hormones. When circulation drops, performance drops everywhere. And that's why you need to know about Joy Mode.
Joy Mode was created because Big Pharma was pushing too many men to prescriptions they didn't need, and most guys didn't know there was a natural solution. Sexual performance is a direct reflection of circulation. That's blood making your cock hard. If blood flow is off there, it's off elsewhere too. 83% of men taking Joy Mode daily noticed a boost in sexual performance, and 73% of men using the product noticed positive effects with no prior erectile dysfunction or ED symptoms. Just tear open a packet, Mix it with 6 to 8 ounces of water like electrolytes, and you're good to go with a hydrated wet cock.
It works on demand. Think training adaptation. One dose helps. Repeated exposure changes everything. If you want to support your sexual performance the same way you support training and recovery, naturally and intelligently, Joy Mode has a deal for our listeners. Go to tryjoymode.com/throwingfits or enter throwingfits at checkout for 20% off. Joy Mode, the electrolyte packet for your dick.
I think the most exciting and like rewarding thing for us is seeing people wearing our shit around the city, or like friends texting us a photo of someone wearing our shit that they like saw at a bar or on the train or something. And we get that a lot. And that's what it's all about. Like,
Fire.
Working.
Yeah.
Yes.
Something's working.
The plan is in
Seeing
place.
you guys like wear the hats on the pod and shit.
Thanks, guys.
It's
And the
always a
shirts.
joy.
That's right.
And the shirts. Some of us aren't always wearing hats. On the flip side of that, being so in the shit with New York and like New York fashion and style, what does a men's fashion victim look like in New York City right now?
I mean, I think there's a lot of types, but generally speaking, it's just like when you see someone who's a tryhard, and I feel like, no shade. I mean, I think there's like, you gotta be taking risks. But there's a difference between taking risks and just having, I was thinking about like how, when we were teenagers and like the conversation came up about like, how old do you have to be given a phone? I feel like there should be that same limit for like your mom's credit card. Okay. When it's like, you should not have access to like whatever you want to buy on the internet until you've maybe like put in a little work to figure out what
some taste.
Yeah.
And if we talk about this, there's also like, there's no friction anymore, right?
Yeah.
You hit 2 buttons and something's on the way.
Copped.
Exactly.
Yeah. With great power comes great responsibility is what we're talking
That's
about.
right.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, to me, it's like hanging out on Orchard Street outside the Kartik store, like filming a reel.
Yes.
I think I walked through like 4 photo. I walked through like 4 photo shoots on the, like, for influencers, like on the way over here. Just like,
yeah.
not photo shoots, just fucking one,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? One person posing. Why do you think that? Because this comes up with us anytime there's like a CFDA, like young American designers, or like, like New York City's back, or like New York Fashion Week. They try to highlight all these brands that are like New York based. I'm like, who the fuck? What the fuck is this shit? Who are they? This is garbage. Why do you think brands like Small Talk, SK Manor Hill, Emily Dawn Long, Daytime Novella, your homie Nick, you guys are constantly overlooked when people talk about how there's no fashion talent coming out of New York City? Like, that's always a narrative, like, oh, New York City has no, like, the last person was Zach Posen or Mark Jacobs.
Menswear specifically, right?
Yeah,
too.
Yeah.
Mm.
I was talking to Nick Phillips the other day about this. I think it's something about like the scale of our brands obviously is part of it. And I think also in New York, like there is this history, especially in the garment district of you got like Calvin Klein and Donna Karan, and like I think that shit is still stuck in people's head as like the template of a designer coming out of New York. But we were talking about how like there's something special that comes out of this scale of brand, which is that we've all had to like throw shit at the wall very publicly and test shit out that we later regret in various degrees. And I think having to like figure out what you're about like along the way, especially in an age when like it's pretty easy to just like launch a fucking cooked preconceived brand idea and like get funding for it. Like there is something very special that I think people can feel in the process of like iterating over and over again and maybe embarrassing yourself a little along the way and then landing on something that feels really right over time.
Failing in real time is
Exactly.
like an asset in terms of what, being like relatable or like showing, like being transparent with the process.
Yeah. I mean, I think the relatability is part of it, but also like it forces you to like test out what actually like works in the world, especially like we neither of us have backgrounds in like apparel design or fashion really in any way. And I think coming at it from like an art perspective, you have to learn the difference between something that is like overworked and something that is actually like wearable and will look good on a lot of people.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I also like, anyone can come up with a brand manifesto on AI, right? ChatGPT just be like, this is my brand. And then it's like, hey, what's going to be the most commercially viable?
Yeah. The vet.
Yeah. What is going to get me into the CFDA? Or like still thinking of, like Calvin, Mark, Donna Karen is like,
Perry Ellis.
I mean, think about
Ralph.
how much they fucking failed invisibly, right? Because it wasn't like all
online.
online or anything.
Yeah.
You mentioned working in the garment district. It's a big part of like, I feel like the brand DNA. What are like the biggest pros and cons of working there?
Pros are that all of our factories, all of the vendors, trims, everything is within like a 2 or 3 block radius for us. And yeah, that's like why we moved there initially. Our previous studio was in Brooklyn, and then we've been in our studio for 3 years now. And the move just made sense as we were, expanding ready to wear and stuff, making stuff in New York. It like would eat up a whole day just to travel from Brooklyn into the garment district, run around. So we were just like, we need to be here. And we found, it was early enough. I feel like there were still sort of COVID deals like happening. And so we locked in a really great space.
Hell yeah.
And we've been there ever since. And now we're like really cementing ourselves in there by trying to build out the space and sort of reopen it in a way that is more public facing. And we're hoping to bring more people to the garment district.
Oh, sick.
Wait, what is it? Like people can actually come in and shop?
People, that's our goal.
We're just gonna have like appointments to keep it civilized.
Yeah, there will be a spot on our website where you can book a shopping appointment, come through, try stuff on, shop, kick it, whatever.
Is that like a loophole to not having to open up retail, and then at the same time, based on like this relatability and transparency, people being in your workspace is kind of like awesome for a customer or like a super fan?
I mean, and for us too, like we love getting to like, we love like hosting events and parties and shit. And also just like the like getting to see someone try our clothes on and like have that conversation with them about like, I personally love going into a store where like, I remember the first time I went to the Nepenthes store and was in the dressing room trying something on, and the lovely woman who has worked there forever, like who is just like a retail goddess, came over and like started hanging stuff on the dressing room like curtain rod, and like very tailored to like what she thought would work for me.
Nice.
I like that whole process of customer service, like in person, is something we both like love to do. We love to host people at the studio. We didn't do it for the longest time because we were like, it's going to derail our day.
Sure.
And then after a while we were like, well, the whole point of this is to sell clothes. Like,
Actually, wait.
But yeah, definitely having appointments just to like, because it is a little tricky just to have a full on open door policy, and people can walk in whenever, because there are times where it's just like, it's not
today.
Or like we're,
So I got a call. I got to go over and pick up there.
Exactly.
What are the cons of working in the garment district?
Well,
better tacos in Sunset Park.
Big time.
I don't know. Sunset Park is
Tacos El Bronco.
Yeah.
Big
that the
shout
one?
out. That's the one. Yeah, that's our for us at least. They've got a physical location, and then they have a little cart outside of Melody Lanes, the bowling alley in Sunset Park.
The
Pretty
old New
iconic
York.
spot. Yeah.
Untouched.
I did a torta crawl in Sunset Park once and
Hell yeah.
had to take a shit on the street.
You should have hit
Different
us up.
kind of torta crawl.
At the no. This is like when I had to take a shit right outside the Barclays. A lot of shit talk. Right outside the Barclays Arena construction site. That's how long that was.
Wow.
Yeah. Delicious tortas though.
Yeah, we weren't there then.
No. But no, I don't know. Like, what is there? Los
you
Tacos
see-
Los Tacos
Price.
number 1 on 43rd Street.
Shipping expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never go there.
There's
Honestly,
also-
the food is trash, and it's like every fast casual option
Right.
imaginable is in Midtown. But I just feel like there are like so many days where I just walk outside and I do like a couple loops, and I'm just like, I hate every
got a go-go curry?
establishment. Dude, go-go curry is fucking
That's the one.
amazing.
That's the one, brother.
I have to watch myself.
Yeah,
with
I know.
that.
It's so dangerous,
I have to
dude.
limit myself to like one a week. That shit is amazing.
That's a banger.
There's a
for sure.
guy, I don't know if you saw there, might have been a COVID fatality. Not actually, but he would just sell Spanish food out, like Dominican food out of a
Loading dock.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is he still there?
Yeah, that place is definitely still there.
Fuck yeah.
It's on 37th Street.
Nice.
I always look for it whenever I'm going into Penthe's. I'm just like, where the fuck?
I think it's like a little more built up now, but it is still out of the loading dock.
All right.
But yeah, I think just the crazy shit you see it. Like, you know, we both live in Bed-Stuy, so we have like a 35, 40 minute commute into the studio every day. And it's like, you're just starting your day. And then like you get to like 42nd Street, Port Authority, and you just see like some crazy shit.
Yeah,
like as soon as you're, you know, walking out.
Someone's getting attacked with a hammer.
Yeah. And it's like that. And then just like a million tourists.
Sure.
And you just want to get to work and like have a peaceful morning.
What time do you guys each get to the studio?
Ooh.
That's
Say it at the same time and see if it matches up.
I'd say we average these days like around like between 10 and 11 most times.
Easy breezy.
And then when
Beauty
you-
of being
It
an
is.
entrepreneur.
Yeah, we're trying to. We're always. I feel like every like 2 week, every couple of weeks, we're just like, all right, we're gonna start making an effort like to really get there earlier these days. You know, and
Phil's got to surf, bro.
I do have
on-
to
on
surf, but
patrol.
when I don't surf, I can get to work earlier. But
I mean, I also feel like my best working hours are between like 5 and 8:30 p.m.
Okay.
So I feel like the morning is kind of like my time. Like I like
Sure,
to
yeah.
have a little time before I go into work, and I feel like it takes like the middle of the afternoon trash after you eat lunch.
Nap time.
Yeah, and then something happens around 5 o'clock when shit is shutting down, where I'm like, all right, I can get shit done
Time
now.
to lock
I'm
in.
not. I hit a wall around 5. I feel like I usually leave work around 6 every day, and I feel like the last hour of work, I'm just like I'm kind of cooked.
Yeah.
Sure.
And yeah, I like getting there a little earlier if I can, and I feel like I'm most productive kind of like late morning,
What's the
midday.
what's the Kush policy
Ooh.
at STS?
Well,
We're
when
both
neither of us smoke weed anymore.
yeah.
Oh,
we used
but-
to be big potheads.
And you're like,
but,
Recovering potheads over
big
here.
time.
We gotta sell some. We gotta lock
Whoa.
in. We gotta
We are getting nothing done, dude.
I mean,
I like
tortas in Sunset Park.
bro. I know those were the days. I used to like gauge. Working on like custom garments. I would, you know, because it's
gonna
like
say.
30 drawings on a single garment. I would like smoke a spliff after finishing every drawing.
Whoa,
And
that is a lot of weed, brother.
That was
that
they were
cilantro pack.
heavily tobaccoed.
Okay.
They were basically cigarettes. I was just
Right,
like,
right.
if I
Okay.
sprinkle
They
a
were a
little bit of weed
reward
in there,
after
it was-
every drawing. Yeah, I get it.
How faded were you when you made my pair of pants?
It might have been like right around the time when we were not smoking.
Weaning
much
ourselves.
weed.
Your
like
pants
the,
made them quit, dude.
It's like the meme with the horse where it's like beautiful up top, and, like
Yeah.
ass at the head.
yeah, but it's a shrimp in your case or whatever is on your shit.
Some
Yep.
Diet Pepsi,
Is there a Diet Pepsi on there?
Yeah.
Oh my god, hell yeah.
But the
DMX, Diet Pepsi,
Nice.
Hot 96.
Neil Young.
Neil Young.
Neil Young.
The only time we've ever gotten in trouble on making somebody a custom garment was that there's somebody that we made a beautiful jacket for, but we left off. It was like a woman buying something for her husband, and we left off the Coke Zero logo.
No,
And-
a can.
Can, yeah.
And they were like, "This is what the one thing you need to have on here."
Well,
Basically, I mean,
Wow.
They first were like, "This is so fire, we love it," and that was like texted to Phill. We had the receipts, and then a few days later, she was like, "Wait,
Where's the Coke
where's
Zero?
the Coke Zero?"
yeah, well, it's crazy.
I want a refund.
I was too high.
Yeah, that was really the only. I mean, I'm sure we've had a few customers that were less than like elated with the, you know, or just like we're a little, you know, wish it had turned out a little differently. But the only time we've really like had that voice to us, it was like a rush job for a couple that was engaged. It was a gift to someone's fiance, and we finished. You know, usually, I mean, I don't know, as you know or don't know, but there was like there could be like up to like a 6-month wait.
Yeah.
Just the queue for the customs would get very long, and someone needed it with like a 2-week turnaround.
Bro, I can only
And-
smoke as many spliffs as I can. Like, relax.
So we did a rush job, and they got it, and they were hyped on it, and also this customer from the get go like required just a lot of I don't know,
Handling?
attention. Yeah, handling and attention. So she wanted to like speak on the phone before him, which is not something we usually did. We always kept it to email or like DMs or whatever. And so I had like a phone conversation with her. So then she had my number. So when we finished the garment, initially she sent me all these photos of her fiance wearing the thing and was like, he loves it. We love it. Thank you so much. And then like 24 hours later, she's like, I noticed the Coke Zero can that we wanted is not on here. And she was asking if she could ship it back to us and have us add the Coke Zero can. And I was like, we can't do that. I'm sorry. Like we're busy and that we've never done that. And like, we covered the entire jacket. Yeah, there's no room to squint unless you want like a tiny Coke Zero.
One of the small cans.
But I was like, no, we can't do that. So then she got, very, very upset and she just went ahead and
she hit us with the charge.
She hit us with a charge
because of a Coke Zero drawing.
$1,500.
Yeah, for like 15, and it was at a time when like that $1,500 was critical.
That's a lot of tacos.
So luckily we could dispute it, and because I had all these like photos of her giddy ass fiance like posing in the jacket, all happy, and,
gotcha, bitch,
and text receipts, I could include those screenshots, and we won the dispute.
Wow, you guys
and we
beat
got
the case.
Money back.
Shout out Stripe.
Yeah.
What fucking cokeheads, bro? Like, how much do they love Coke Zero that much?
I know, of all the things.
I know, dude.
You're like, I'm sorry, I was too high on weed. Damn.
Brutal.
Yeah,
what a bitch.
Respect. I mean,
no respect. Don't get any ideas.
No, I mean, I don't want to trash talk anyone. We have respect for all of our customers, but yeah, that was
no respect for Coke Zero.
That was a whack ass move, and we put a lot of work into those pieces.
If someone was like, "Hey, I want these 20 things on here," you're like, "Well, I'm going to choose 10."
Yeah, we're very explicit, or we're not doing those anymore, but we were very explicit with like, this is going to be kind of our interpretation of your list of things you want, and we're going to extrapolate a little bit and just you know that this is like through our lens, and so it's not going to be like verbatim a direct translation of everything that you want on there.
That's a lot of kind of like, I don't know, customer service, time management, load management. Pause. As you guys have like started it from your bedroom, literally, right? Is your fucking bedroom.
Yep.
What has been, maybe, I don't know if anyone listening out there, maybe they want to start a brand. What has been like the hardest thing about launching and maintaining and growing a small independent brand?
I think, we talk about this a lot, but it's like, regardless of scale, I feel like we're still kind of responsible for the same number of things that like a much larger brand that has teams to take care of each individual area of the business.
Yeah.
And it's a lot between two people to be doing, like everything from design, production, getting orders out on time, customer service. We were doing the customs, like for the first couple of years, we were doing ready to wear, all the marketing, PR, managing shoots, like all that is a lot between two people. And we're both like very hyped to be in the position to be doing that at all. But I would say take it slow and keep your day job until you kind of
don't quit your day job.
Yeah.
Your day job was teaching a bunch of drug addicts about making art. What was it?
I was teaching like older, formerly homeless people in Brownsville that
unhoused.
Most of them were pretty heavy drug users, and they were like a great crew of people to hang out with. And my job was to lead art classes at this like supportive housing facility, but it really went a lot more like leading like an AA group or something. Like I would get the coffee maker started. We put the Wendy Williams show on.
Hell yeah.
People would trickle in and I would have something queued up, but we would either just like play dominoes and watch Wendy Williams and just like, I would listen to them tell stories, or if there was a few people that were into making something, we would do some art.
They were helping you.
Do you ever see maybe enlisting their services and paying them to make some graphics as you guys experience graphic fatigue internally? maybe this is a whole team of graphic artists you could tap into
Cheap too.
and pay accordingly.
Yeah, just a couple sacks, dude.
Yeah.
You got 'em.
Here's a bag. Go crazy.
Yeah. You got this, champ.
I feel like we've had so many conversations about like what it would look like to bring people into the studio, like as employees or something. And the only times we've ever done it to any success, it's always been people that we already were.
All right. So you don't want to give back to the community.
Right. Keep it in the family. Don't spread the resources.
Have you done like, besides collaboration with Throwing Fit, have you ever done any like artist collabs?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much artist collabs or other brands, friends.
Yeah.
Pretty much like every collection, we have like 1 or 2 pieces that are
nice
artist collabs. That's one of our favorite parts. It's like bringing someone in whose work we admire and
Just pay them to do the work. You don't have to do the work yourself.
yeah, or there's still work that we have to do on our side,
Sure.
but it's like get to like recontextualize their art in a way and put it, out through our brand is very sick. And we did that from the first season. We did with Nick from Daytime Novella.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
We did the hoodie. We did a hoodie with him, printed hoodie. And that was the hoodie that ultimately ended up on Selena Gomez 4 years later or whatever.
When she was like sucking on Benny Blanco's toes or
something like that.
something like that, right?
I think it was Bieber's toes back then. I don't know.
No, I think it was Benny. Damn, were you not?
Yes.
Wait, so it ended up on her 4 years later. Did you have them in stock?
No, we didn't. That was actually a problem. And it was funny because Benny hit us up and wanted like a freshie because he had
Freshie
one that
for
was
Benny.
like pretty thrashed from when it had initially come out, and he wanted a fresh one, and we didn't have any in stock, and so we thought that was but we were like, but we do have all these in stock, like other styles, and he just left us on red or whatever, and then like 2 weeks later, all this press stuff comes out for like Selena's new album, and she's just wearing his old like thrashed Small Talk hoodie.
Does the celeb shit move the needle like Kareem at the Golden Globes or Selena Gomez sucking Benny's toes, etc.? Does that like
Patrick Schwarzenegger.
Patrick Schwarzenegger and the throwing fit shit that did happen? That was real. Yeah. Does that like you see the effects of that, like the ripple effects, or is that more just like feather in our cap, put it on social, keep it pushing?
It really depends. I mean, shout out to Kareem for taking a fall down the stairs on the red carpet in our suit.
Classic bit. Shout out Jason Derulo.
And hey, the suit held up.
Yeah, that's true.
It definitely did hold up.
Oh, if it had ripped, that would have been fucking bad, dude.
His balls just pop out. Oh, dude.
Like Lenny
100%.
Kravitz style?
Yeah, 100% don't want to see that.
Wait, did Lenny Kravitz balls pop out?
Yeah, he tore his leather pants, probably
was,
like
like,
chrome hearts
squatting.
on stage, and his whole twig and not even if his log and
Janet
fucking
Jackson
acorns
style.
popped out.
Wait, I think just the acorns.
No, I think it was his
I think it's his
full
giant
full
balls.
meat. Yeah, I think it was
Really?
everything. Yeah,
Seems like an op,
yeah.
but
I mean, good press for him. Great dick, dude. Congrats.
I mean, it really depends, and you kind of don't know.
Yeah,
Until
more
you-
often than not, like you're not getting any credit for that. So
true.
like people see that, but they don't know
Right.
what brand that is or
Right.
who, and then
Who's
but there
responsible.
are, obviously for some certain celebrities, there are like a million pages breaking down
Yep.
celebrities' outfits and stuff, but it's like I don't know who actually follows those pages. That
Chrome
like,
Hearts and
cares to
Chrome
them.
Hearts fans.
Kareem fits,
Yeah.
the big ones.
But yeah, it really depends. And sometimes the shit that like you don't expect is what moves the needle and turns people onto the brand.
Goes crazy.
It's not like the biggest celebrity,
right.
but it's someone a little more underspec.
Have you guys started to have to play the game more, whether that's like sucking editors' dicks or seeding influencers or listening to like trend forecasters and shit? Like, have you, as the brand has grown, have you like had to play the game?
I would say it's kind of the opposite. I think we
Nice.
get to play the game a little less now. I think we put in some pretty good work the first like 2 years that the brand was in operation, and I think now we can. I mean, we still like to be out a lot, but like I don't think we feel like we've got to be at like everything, and it doesn't always feel like networking. I think if there's something we really are excited about and we need to like get it on some people's radars, then we will reach out to friends who are writers or like you guys, and that always is helpful, but I feel like it never feels like we got to play the game all that much.
That's great. You're lucky, man.
Yeah.
Phill, did you just secretly hit your vape? You know you're on camera.
No,
Bro, it's fine. You can vape, bro.
Yeah.
Mom, I don't vape.
Sorry.
Damn.
Fuck, sorry.
Your mom is our like number one patron. Fuck. Shit.
She's big.
We'll
in the
cut that out.
Discord.
Yeah.
You should
Massive.
see
dude.
Phil on a plane. He's
Oh,
pretty
dude.
sneaky with it.
All right.
Are you in this? Are you in this?
Allegedly.
How does this hoodie hide the vape?
mask? It's vape.
That's 475
Yeah.
GSM.
Don't do it in the linen gauzy hoodie, dude.
Yeah, never.
Fucking it looks like bro's on fire.
Like this guy's got a bomb on him.
Who's wait, real quick, back to collabs. You talked about collabing with friends, artists. Who's a dream collab? Who if you could manifest right now? Who's the one?
Honestly, for a minute, it's been. I think we both are big fans of our Legacy Workshop as like a collab sort of. It's like the antidote to this collab shouldn't happen. Like
Sure.
they're so intentional with it. It's like it's a very wide ranging like series of people that they work with, and the fact that it's like bound by the constraints of reusing
Sure.
old dead stock fabric and shit it's just really cool. And I feel like we have always felt like we could do something very sick with them. Yeah.
Yoakum, if you're listening.
Yeah, please make it happen.
Christoph, if you're listening. There are a lot of bullshit collabs out there, right? It's kind of like a crutch. A lot of brands lean on. There's a lot of bullshit out there, period. What are you sick of seeing in menswear right now? It could be anything. It could be a garment. It could be a business practice. It could be a marketing tactic.
I mean, I think kind of going back to what we were talking about earlier, like the sort of residual quiet luxury narrowing of like people's conception of like what looks good. I feel like a couple of years ago, people were a lot freer and looser with how they were getting dressed, which like, and I'm talking specifically within kind of like our larger sphere of menswear. Like,
Yeah.
and it feels like the discourse is sort of narrowed in a bit since then to stuff that's a lot more monochromatic and minimal, which is cool, like as a lane, but it feels like it's become a bit of like a
Their entire brand's like defined around by
Yeah.
that, and yeah,
It's killed personal style, right? To some degree, if everyone is looking homogenous.
a little bit. I
And
mean,
personality.
for sure.
Yeah.
If they had it to begin with.
It's all like good clothing for sure. And I definitely look up to some of those brands. But like, I mean, to me, there's things that are like, great achievements in like fabric development or silhouette or whatever, and feel great to put on. And then there's shit that like somebody's entire like creative practice and world around their brand is like actually inspiring. And I feel like it's a little harder to find that in these like hyper minimal
Sure.
menswear designers.
But is that, be a little devil's advocate, is that a good thing that it is like, I don't know, harder to find? And
or that's
do you
what
have to do a bit of
separates
digging?
like the great ones from
The
mediocre
good
ones.
From the Instagram brands,
Yeah.
buying ads.
Yeah.
or is it, again, then playing devil's advocate on myself, it's like, well, if you're drowned with the middery, like what does it even fucking matter if there is like gold out there if you're just like mid from wall to wall?
Yeah, I mean, I do agree that like having to dig a little bit is worthwhile, and maybe like there was a lot of low hanging fruit for many years. But I think maybe more what I'm talking about is like when like the things that feel inspiring to me right now is a lot of like women's designers, like smaller women's designers. Here, like I love what SC103 does. I love what Emily Dawn Long does. Santangelo jewelry and like styling, and Kate Walsh. Like I just feel like there's a much freer, more expansive template that doesn't have as many codes, or maybe I'm just like not as aware of the codes, but like that shit, whether I'm like wearing it or not, it's exciting to see, and it's like genuinely inspiring, I think.
What's the downside of like classic menswear, which like, you could debate that till you're blue in the face, but as that like comes back and it's trendy, it's like, oh, but what about all the rules associated with it? It's like, oh, now we're talking about fucking rules? Like, get out of here, dude. But that's like just kind of, it's like the baggage that comes with that fucking stuff.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I agree. And like, I just think like this shit should be fun. Like
Yes.
the market is very saturated with a lot of the same shit. And like, there doesn't need to be more of it. So like, if we are making anything, we want to have some fun with it and like experiment and try things that are maybe a little bolder or unconventional, but like it should be fun, and like getting dressed should be fun, and you should take risks. And we want to like encourage our customers to do that and show them ways that you can have like moments in your wardrobe that are a little louder and more playful and fun, and like you can still style that in ways that's not like obnoxious. And
Totally.
You know, it's not fun. Fast fashion. How many times have you guys seen bigger brands or fast fashion brands jack your shit?
I mean, it's definitely happened to varying degrees. I think like the most obvious one that a customer pointed out to us was Walmart. A seller on Walmart's like online marketplace, just fully ripped a screenshot of this t-shirt from our spring summer 25 collection that was a beautiful little frog that Phill lovingly illustrated or painted.
Yeah.
And they literally used the photo from our website where you can see the small talk tag in it and
Jesus.
put it up on Walmart for like, $18.
Damn.
And
Yeah, customer was interested in that shirt, and it was sold out on our website. That shirt was stocked at different retailers, both
How much money do
domestically
you
and
think?
internationally. And he, I guess, in his search, just came across the Walmart page and brought it to our attention.
Did he do anything?
Yeah.
Nick bought a shirt.
Oh yeah. What was the review, dude? How did?
it was pretty trash, but like not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like, I mean, there definitely was I'm assuming there was a little bit of AI used to like soften some edges. Like, because I think the only way they could have done it is to like take that screenshot, rip the graphic from it, and then like clean it up in Photoshop and reprint it. And all things considered, it didn't look as bad as I thought, but it was pretty fucking bad.
And it was like a graphic tee that just said like small talk,
Right.
too, as part of the graphic.
Yo, this frog is fucking sick. What if I just stole it, dude?
Well, they were like, the description was like cool, like quirky tea for music lovers or something.
Wow.
Hipster tea.
Yeah.
Who do you think made more money off that graphic? You guys or this fucking swagger jacker?
That's a good question.
I
It's-
don't.
$18
we have
you gotta sell a lot, dude.
Way of gauging that.
I mean, they got the Walmart. They got the Walmart platform.
They got Nick's money. They got Nick's money.
Walmart.
Did you write that shit off? Like, what do you tell your
Yeah.
accountants? Like,
Dude,
Our accountant did ask us.
Yeah. Like a few days ago, we got like a list of a couple of like uncategorized expenses, and there was like Walmart.com, $18. And I was like, I need a little more space to explain this one.
Yeah. How much time do you have, dude?
Yeah.
do you know what swagger jacking means?
I mean, I feel like it's possible that they made some money off of that. They did take it down like very shortly after I copped one, but
Did you call from you calling them out, or like did you take legal? What
nah,
happened?
I mean, we didn't really do.
We like softly posted about it on like
I
our
remember seeing
story.
Yeah.
Did you buy it? Because I don't know how it works with Walmart Marketplace, but like did they fulfill the order and see that it is going to like Small Talk Studio in New York? Because I'm like, oh fuck,
I
take
hope
it down.
so.
I mean, I did use Nick at smalltalkstudio.biz
Smart.
for the email for as a
Got
customer.
it.
So
Classy shot
They-
across the bow.
yeah.
Hoping to get a discount.
yeah, right.
Creator discount.
That's why I use my throwing fits email when I shopped, hoping that they'll be like, oh, 10%.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know who's listening.
It's never worked.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's very hard to tell. Like, I think if it was actually Walmart, like if it was the type of thing where that was something that was running in their store, like in the men's clothing section,
Yeah.
it would be a much more cut and dry, like, oh, you guys are making a fucking killing off of this.
Yeah.
But now their platform is like Amazon, where
Right.
it's just like probably some random fucking teenager who is drop shipping shit.
Yeah.
And
Wild West shit, you know.
yeah, exactly. But honestly,
A cool frog t-shirt.
MILF.
MILF,
Get
man,
the
I
MILF
love,
joint.
man, I love frogs.
Yeah, that's
pretty sick.
That's so true.
No?
that's what it stands
Nothing?
for.
This isn't you guys? All right.
no, it's been scrubbed, it seems like.
All right.
Thank God.
There's some pretty sick frog tees out there, by the way.
Yeah.
A lot of options, guys.
Listening.
Our,
We got some more frog tees coming
Oh, hell
in
yeah.
this spring collection.
Let's go.
I'm
baby.
Lawrence called it. We called it. Graphics are back. We think
Yeah.
streetwear is more exciting than menswear right now. I'm gonna be digging into that small talk spring 26 graphic.
hell yeah.
Get my frog
section
bag.
for real.
Back in the frog bag.
Besides Walmart, what brands are most represented in each of your respective closets?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That's a great question.
And besides small talk,
Yeah,
besides small talk and Walmart,
Yeah, they don't count. The two major food groups.
put on some other homies.
Yeah. I mean, we both.
Yeah,
definitely like
I feel, personally, I don't love shopping. I like going to our friends' stores where we work, whether that's like Chad Vintage Store or
Where small talk isn't stocked.
well, that or it's like the stockists here locally where, those are our friends, whether it's Colbo, Cueva
Right.
and Son or Blue and Green. Love.
Are those
love
your
hit-
four? The big
Those
four
are
in New York.
Those are the big four.
But
yeah, I feel like it's supporting them and then it's like supporting friends' brands. Like I personally otherwise do not really enjoy shopping, but I love putting on like our friend shit. And
who of those four stores, Cueva, and Sun, Colba, Blue and Green, who has the best small talk sell through rate?
Ooh,
Damn.
what's a,
Honestly, not to.
And who was the worst?
I think like when we first started working with all four stores, I feel like there was a bit of some caution coming from our sales agents at the time where they were like, you guys know New York best.
yeah.
But those are all stores within a very close radius. Like, are you sure you want to work with all four? And we were like, let's see what happens. And honestly, like all four of them, like pretty much seem to sell out every season.
Each store
And
is
some
pretty,
reorders. So
Each store is pretty distinctive.
I was gonna
yeah,
say.
they
Yeah.
have pretty
Different
unique
different buys,
buys,
yeah.
and we can sort of help direct that to make sure there's not too much overlap and
Right.
stuff. But even without any input from us, I feel like they do have pretty distinct
Yeah, and it,
buys
helps,
pretty
from
unique in
us.
that way.
And-
and it helps to kind of recontextualize the brand each time, where it's like the way it sits in Colbo is going to be different than the way it sits in
Totally.
Blue and Green.
Totally.
Right?
yeah,
Where it's like, oh, this is like a contemporary, Colbo, whatever. We love Colbo, whatever the fuck it is, versus Blue and Green, which is like, oh, Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like sick Japanese brands.
Yeah.
for sure.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like homies like obviously like Kartik,
Sure.
Nick doing daytime novella, Sage. We used to be in the same showroom as like
Oh, cool.
Carter, Sage, Kartik.
Nice.
And I feel like there was just a lot of like
Damn, little
sharing
incubator.
of clothes. Yeah,
Yeah.
sick
Yeah.
little incubator.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, also this upcoming June, we're returning to Paris and we're going to share a showroom with like three of our favorite local designers and like good friends. Onea, who does Silphium, Cole has a brand called Chillog, and then Mark does Archie. And it'll be the four of us sharing a showroom.
Nice little spread, dude.
Party.
Yeah.
We can have a
Party?
little small talk party.
That was
small talk
Aperitivo?
party.
We were talking about it.
But we probably will have a party, but I think it's not going to be in the showroom because
Oh,
we
you wanna-
landed on a pretty small space.
Also,
that's like-
yeah, definitely more fun to have it not.
Just doing the street, dude.
yeah,
It's a beautiful Paris.
You want red
Fête de
wine
la
and
musique.
graphics.
Yeah.
Oh,
Block
all right, there you go.
party.
What's and this is small talk inclusive. What's the one piece of clothing you each wear the most?
From our own shit.
Oh,
general.
just, you tell us.
I mean, I think the thing that I wear most that's non-small talk is I bought this. It's kind of like it's part bomber, part liner. It's this reversible. It's by this brand Desert that I think was like a former comb designer who was there at the start of the brand and then started his own sort of like line called Desert in the 80s and 90s. And they it's like Dezert.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, and the archivist in Paris has like a lot of their pieces, and I bought this bomber that it's one of those pieces that you see it on the rack and you're like, there's no way that's going to work, and then you put it on,
The best.
fits perfectly. It's kind of a crazy like pattern block, and it fits perfectly over a hoodie. So it's like, for me, it's like small talk zip hoodie, the Desert bomber on top, and then like some small talk pleated pants or jeans.
Magnifique.
What's the one small talk piece you wear the most?
Probably these sumi dyed pleated pants, which we're thinking about running back for spring 27 because
You need a new pair, you know? So
Yeah, the wear testing is
Stop dry
complete.
cleaning them.
Yeah.
Phill?
I'm a big vest guy, a
Yeah.
big sweater vest guy.
he is.
Oh,
And-
you are.
Yeah, I got
that's
one.
a fact.
I got one from
Checks out.
I got one at Colbo from Sage a few years ago,
Nice.
and I love that thing, and I wear it all the time. Now it's a little too warm for it, but in the winter months, the colder months, I wear that
Small
very
talk?
very often. And then for a small talk piece, honestly, probably both colorways of the daytime novella hoodie we did in our first like fall winter 23
You
collection.
could have sent one to Selena.
I know.
Benny.
Mine, she doesn't want mine. Mine are thrash. But
Personally
those
sous vide.
I mean, props to Nick. Like that was his hoodie silhouette, which is incredible,
Yep.
and like the dyes on those and just everything. The fit's amazing, and yeah, I feel like that is what I wear the most.
I can
From
attest.
yeah, it's easy to throw on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love a fucking blanket hoodie. All right. We want to know how much money do each of you make, and maybe say it at the same time so that if there's any discrepancies,
Yep. Some gotcha shit.
All right,
yeah, we'll know right away.
Okay.
you want
All right.
to count us off?
Yeah. One, two, three.
None.
About to be a lot more in 2026.
Wow, I love that. Glass half full, glass half empty, duality of
Yin
man.
yang right there.
Wow, look at that. Okay,
Wow.
moving on. Perfect answer.
You guys want a business together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Honestly, like we're really hyped about this like blanks line that we're launching, and it feels like
Ooh.
it feels
Essentials.
like a way to kind of like take a little bit of the pressure off of the wholesale collections, which we fully are excited to keep making. But I think it's been really nice just in taking sales into our own hands with our wholesale and everything to like take some of the voices out of our ears, and certainly not like thinking of anyone specific. Like our agents, Greg and Kirk from DMSR, were like super helpful the whole time we worked with them, and we love those guys. But more
Greg
so
the
just
Ledge.
like the sort of like sea of buyers that you're talking
Sure, yeah.
to, and just you're getting a lot of advice, and sometimes you take it against better judgment and you end up with something that you actually didn't need to make. And I think starting this, we have like really dialed in the zip hoodies, the t-shirts, the long sleeves, and we have like amazing production connect in LA now. Shout out Glenny. And we're like so happy with this stuff. And it's been like the last year has been a trial for it where we haven't officially launched it. And we've been pretty like wall to wall booked with projects.
Is that spring 26, the basics?
Yeah, we'll start in conjunction with like launching our spring 26 collection.
Can I ask how much a
be-
t-shirt will run? Because I love the cut of Small Talk tees.
Yeah, a single like blank t-shirt. It'll depend a little bit because there'll be like some that are a little more involved with like the dye and wash and everything, but they'll be more in the like 75 to 90 range.
Basically free, folks.
Yeah. And then zip hoodies, I think, will be in the like 150 to 180
Hell yeah.
range.
You deserve to eat off of that just based on, again, like James's point, like the shit fits great. So if you just want something
Thank you.
fucking
Only
you know,
zip hoodies. No pullovers?
We
No
are
POs?
making
We
pullovers
do
too.
have some pullovers,
Yeah.
but
people want zips
Yeah.
now. Like that's the thing, honestly.
this
But is it-
first batch, we're mostly
Yeah.
focused on selling the zips. We've got a few.
Is that because that's what the trend is now, or like what dictated that decision?
I think just like kind of had to,
Wear testing.
wear testing. I think we also just kind of had to like pick one or the other
Right.
for the first round.
you
And
picked right.
we've obviously sampled and we've produced some pullovers, but for what we want to like stock and offer, we just kind of zeroed in on the zips. But yeah, we basically like this blanks line, basics line, like we over the years have done a lot of merch related projects for other businesses, other brands, and we've done the design work and little by little like wanted to be kind of a one-stop shop where people can use our garments, our production, we can do the design work, oversee production, and it's just like kind of all in house, and yeah,
So you guys come off as like chill dudes, but this is really cutthroat business.
Yeah.
It's vertical integration.
That's the plan.
Dove Charney, watch out.
Yeah, you're owning the factories. You guys are set to make a lot of money in 2026, as you mentioned.
Inshallah.
As adults, what is the brokest behavior you've had to indulge in as starving artists?
The first thing that comes to mind for me is there was a time
I know where this is going.
a few years ago when like we had this old email address that was associated with small talk, and we later upgraded to something a little more professional.
You bought the URL.
Yeah, exactly.
GoDaddy.
My personal bank account was still synced up with that email.
Oh no.
And Phill was getting forwarded emails from that email. And there was a time probably 3 years ago when I was still single and I would be on dates sometimes, and there was a few times when the card got declined and Phill got the notification.
I would know where Nick was, what he was up to, and I would get an email.
It's like, oh, only 2 drinks. That's not date's not going anywhere.
Yeah. Phill is he's like the key master for whether or not Nick gets pussy or not.
Or just
approve or decline.
Yeah, the next morning, how was that date last night?
Yeah.
Would you have to emergency dump some funds in from
Always bail my boy out.
Yeah.
bro, I got you before the second location. Go.
The best kind of bailout.
Damn.
That's incredible, dude.
Yeah.
What would you say in front of the girl, in front of the date?
I would just be like,
I'm a small business owner.
I got to check with my business manager first.
Yeah.
Phill.
Let me
Great
call
guy.
my accountant.
Yeah.
I would say the other broke boy behavior. We maybe 2 years ago, we were tapped to do a shirt for Chipotle.
Oh.
And we did a graphic tee for them around the holiday season. It was a nice little bit. It was one t-shirt graphic, but it was the work to payoff ratio was solid.
we had up to that point.
Yeah. It was good.
How did Chipotle?
I don't know how they
Chipotle's radar.
I don't know.
They had some young PR person.
Yeah.
Because I remember when it went live, Chipotle was commenting on their own post,
Oh,
which I'm
it's one
assuming
of
was
those
the
accounts?
voice of that PR person,
Right.
making some pretty
You slayed this,
spicy
bestie.
comments.
Yeah.
Literally.
Silence brand.
But yeah, we did a t-shirt graphic for them, got paid out. Great. And then as a little add-on, they gave us 4 free burrito
Each or total?
vouchers total. and I just remember this is when Alex worked with us, and
This is why you had to fire him. You're
Yeah.
Dude,
I
there's
need
2
your
of us.
voucher. I need your vouchers, dog.
bro.
There's 4 of them.
It
2
was
of us,
it was 4 weeks after the project. And there's a Chipotle right around the studio. We've actually, all of our studios have always been very close to Chipotle.
I mean, why
I've
not?
never, I guess.
Real food.
Yeah, but Alex went to the Chipotle and tried to cash in on one of the vouchers, and they told him it had expired.
No.
He couldn't. It was within the month, or not much more than a month after we got the vouchers.
Chipotle.
And
Cheap bastards.
And the whole
Yeah.
reason he had stooped to that level of using the voucher in the first place was because we were waiting on that check from Chipotle.
That is true.
Oh, so you were so broke,
the
you're
bag hadn't landed, and we had these
wow.
4 vouchers.
Vouchers
Can't
have to hold
afford
you
lunch.
over.
Time to hit the voucher basket.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah. And it bounced.
So you didn't
Damn.
have, so no one had lunch that day.
No.
What
No.
the fuck? Chipotle.
Damn. Was
Cheap fucks.
guac not even included, dude?
That's
No.
right.
Fucking
You
hell.
just steal a bunch of napkins.
Yeah. Tabasco.
Tabasco.
Yeah, just sell it on the
Tabasco to
street.
go. Just steal
Yeah.
the bottle.
Wow.
What the hell?
Dark days, fellas. Dark
Yeah.
days.
Is that the biggest brand that's approached you guys to work together? Has Zara come to you guys yet?
No, I mean,
we did
not yet.
Carhartt work in progress
Oh, sick.
very early on.
Tight.
yeah.
Before we even did ready to wear. But that was probably the biggest.
Yeah, I think so. Carhartt. I mean, truly, we've done some really good stuff with Kartik over the years too, and now I'm is Kartik bigger than Carhartt? No.
Is Kartik bigger than Chipotle? What the hell is going on? Shout out to Kartik, man.
Kartik would never turn down your voucher. That's
No.
for damn sure.
No. He'd get you double meat. Pause.
Pause. All right.
Yeah, I don't know. There have been good stuff. I feel like it's also interesting. I just feel like, you know, and I don't know if it's like playing the game, but I feel like just talking about like maybe we played the game a little more earlier on. I also feel like earlier on there were like more, and maybe it's just because we were like a newer name, a newer brand that people didn't know about as much. But I felt like there were, without us doing any like, you know, PR or anything really, there was like brands were coming to us like with projects and stuff. And it feels like that's that slow, like, or that there's like an ebb and flow to that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
New kid on the block kind of probably
Yeah,
vibes.
maybe.
Yeah.
I think also like starting Ready to Wear put us in like a different category.
True,
you know?
true.
Like,
Yeah.
before it was more like a
Core
artist
project.
like
Yeah.
collaboration, and now it's sort of like, you know, how do we make our world and their world
I
work
think
together?
The competition
it
now.
registered with
Yeah.
Chipotle that you tried to redeem the voucher and they fucking poisoned your name. They're like, yo, you'll never work in this town again.
Wow.
You tried to get a free burrito from us? How fucking dare you?
Those were fucking dummy vouchers.
Yeah,
And we
totally.
fell for it.
They got them off Walmart Marketplace, dude.
Idiots. You idiots. Just kidding. We love you guys. We
Yeah.
love Small Talk. We love you each as individuals and as the dynamic duo that you are.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get you out of here, I guess call it a day, an early day, 3:50, 4 p.m.
You're
Wow.
Instead
welcome.
of 6 p.m., 8:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any constructive criticism you'd like to give us as a fellow dynamic duo?
That's a good
I just want to hear about your process a little bit. Like you're asking us, do we ever fight? How do you criticize? You know, how do you offer constructive criticism to one another?
Bluntly.
I'm curious to know what your working dynamic as a
Well, we don't really
duo
make, we don't really
is.
make anything.
Yeah, we don't.
So
We don't contribute to society, so it's
Yeah.
pretty easy.
fair. Well, also beyond that, it's like, I don't know. We obviously like we work together. We're kind of
live together.
Are we best
Yep.
friends? We're
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
we're
best
best friends.
friends. Like
It's
our social
official.
lives are so intermeshed. It's just like a lot of
Do you ever,
time
do you ever
spend-
have to plan time apart?
I think
go
we
on
plan
separate
our
vacations a
we
lot.
plan our vacations sort of. We try to sync up. I would say
Like
our
the
vacation
time.
Yeah.
separately.
Right, right,
We
right,
both
totally.
Go
Yeah, we do
on
that too.
sep-
Yeah, calendar overlap is important.
Yeah, it's
For
it's
sure.
hard for us. Yeah, just
Yeah.
it's hard to get away from the studio, and so when
Right.
we do, we want to just maximize.
Sure. And you're on the same schedule, so the recharge is, that's at the same time. That makes total sense.
Yeah.
That's
employ
like
that.
you get out to Paris on the business card, not
Yep.
just your spring.
Right
break, so
off.
Wherever else you
Yeah.
want to go.
Yeah.
We're gonna see you guys there in June.
You know it.
Yeah,
Hell yeah!
I'll see you there.
Mhm.
Maybe we'll see you at the soiree. Maybe we'll see you at the TF
Absolutely.
soiree. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
I'm just making shit up at this point.
There might be a lot of
Do you guys have a
invites.
venue locked in?
No,
Not
the
yet.
streets, less streets, baby.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't have any constructive
Oh, that's right.
criticism.
Sorry, I forgot there's two of you.
I was gonna say I forgot like earlier when we were talking about like just menswear fatigue and like the shit that gets tiring in this industry. I have a compliment for you guys. I feel like we're kind of kindred spirits in a way, and I feel like you guys do such a good job of reminding people that this shit is fun.
Thank you.
And that like there is so much to dig into with clothing, and it's cool to like nerd out and make that an interest. But if you're not putting shit on and going outside,
Right.
like what's the point of any of this?
Yeah.
Totally.
Do you like my Discord outfit?
Yeah.
Um,
Live a well-rounded life, please. We beg of you.
I swear, guys, I'm wearing the most fire shit right now.
Yeah.
I swear, Discord, I'm wearing. It's so fucking.
The store I got it from, it's in Canada. You don't know about it, dude. Don't worry about it.
yeah.
It's a neighbor.
All right, Phill, Nick, thank you guys for coming on, just for being you and doing
Yeah.
what you do, and honestly keeping, I think, New York style, New York fashion alive and well. I truly meant that in the one of the stars in the miniature constellation, keeping things, I don't know, giving us hope and optimism. This has been another episode.
Hold on. Where can
Yeah.
the kids follow
Oh,
you
that's
personally and the business and plug your URL and the fucking new office hours, the email, I
Yeah,
guess?
we also shout
come
out.
through?
We have a new website.
Yes.
Same URL, smalltalkstudio.biz.
Say it, yeah.
But
Oh, just like
shout out,
redesigned.
shout out to All Right Studio who designed a beautiful new website for us that is now live.
The images are
You can
great,
go
by the way.
there.
Yeah. It looks great, guys. Honestly.
Um,
Easy to navigate.
That's the homie Brian Anton. And
yeah.
yeah, I mean, smalltalkstudio.biz. I no longer have a personal
Yeah,
Instagram.
Nick's sadly
I
not
was
on
gonna say.
Instagram.
Good call.
Yeah, I didn't block you guys. I disappeared.
Sunsetted it. Smart.
How has that affected your mentals?
I'm really trying to hone in on some focus these days. And it's helped for sure. And now Phill runs the Small Talk Instagram. I check in every now and then, and it is looking a lot better than I was running it.
Oh, Maxime from Zimmies.
Mhm.
That's
Shout out
right.
Maxime.
That's our boy. Shout out.
Zimmy's.
Yeah, Small Talk _studio.
Yes.
Is the
You take what you
Instagram.
Yeah.
And
I'm
what's your
personally
personal?
still on Instagram, mostly just like drawing in the sand. It's kind of the only content I'm putting out there. But if you're into that
That's some
kind of
surf
thing,
clips.
it's Calvert _Ayers.
What's
Mhm.
the Calvert?
That's my middle name,
Okay.
Philip Calvert Ayers.
And what's
Some early
the
America
what's
shit.
the sand drawings? First of all, those are incredible. And like, is that just that's just personal?
That's just personal.
therapy
Yeah,
practice?
it's personal shit.
You're
It's
not going to
person-
monetize that.
Yeah, no, it's very therapeutic. I'm out in
you made
Rockaway.
a flyer for
I've made
Shy
some
one
flyers
time.
for people. Yeah. Shy was the first one who hit me up for
Ooh, you
a
guys
flyer.
getting some shy burgers tonight?
Got a voucher?
Ah, I did see this tonight.
Some vouchers?
Where's the Shy voucher?
Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah, he was the first person to monetize. I don't know. Not monetize.
To monetize your content?
Exploit your creativity.
Yeah.
No, but it was a fun thing.
Sick.
Hell yeah.
Flyer, and then that's just some. I'm out in Rockaway all the time, and sometimes the waves aren't great. Sometimes I don't have time to surf, so I just get some doodles in, find a stick, get
Do you have a
some doodles
surfing?
in.
Do you have a surf spot bucket list?
Kinda. I mean, yeah, there's so many spots I would love to go to.
What's been
I
your
don't know.
goated spot that you have been to?
Goated spot was like 2019. I did a road trip with a bunch of kind of a couple guys from New York, linked up with a couple of friends in LA, and we did a Baja trip. Like we drove
Ooh.
like 7 or 8 hours down the Baja coast.
Sounds
and,
like a blast.
Stayed a week down there, and
You know what
just
sucks?
surfed our brain out.
Now you're so successful. Now you're so successful. You can never do that again.
Yep. Hope it was worth it, dog.
You're just
Yeah.
trained. You're just chained to the doodle pad, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Surf
The
trips are hard.
sand drawings are gonna blow up, and then we're gonna
Yeah.
bring Small Talk to
Yeah,
Rockaway.
trying to do a
Yeah.
book of sand
Ooh,
drawings. If
that'd be
anyone
sick.
wants to
Coffee
put it-
tables, activate.
exactly.
Yeah.
That'd be sick. All right.
Gentlemen, do the best.
Spring collection in stores now.
Get that.
They should
Get
cop
that.
on. They should cop from your site, right? So you
Yeah.
get all the margins.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cop off the site,
But
but,
also
also
support your
support our
retailers.
local.
Yeah, we
support
said the
local
stockists.
retailers,
Yeah.
or if you're worldwide.
But all right, gentlemen, thank you for
Thank
coming
you,
out to
guys.
the only podcast that
Thank
matters.
you,
Chef,
guys.
Long time coming.
take us out.